So right here, I have an interior model in SketchUp and I also have an exterior model in SketchUp. We're going to try out both inside ChatGPT. And I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to attach the exterior render right there. I'm going to click create an image right here. I'm going to paste this prompt. By the way, if you want the full list of the prompts, let me know in the comments below and I will make sure to add that in the description. And we're going to click send and we're going to see the result in just a second. Now we can actually see that we created this render from just a SketchUp model over here and it has maintained the full actual scale and size. So this is pretty good. And now what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and add the interior render as well. Just to test both out, and then in just a second I'm going to show you a bunch of modifying prompts and ways that we can use ChatGPT that we could never actually do that in Gemini or in Nano Banana. So from this SketchUp model we went to this render, which I think is absolutely stunning. I mean, just look at the fidelity here at the materials. The only thing that I don't like is the background out there, but other than that, all of this looks very, very cool. And I mean, on top of all this, now I'm going to show you something else, which I absolutely love, that if we actually just put an image here of an empty living room, we are going to just click send first. And then I'm going to go ahead and I will upload a picture of this mood board. I will say, apply this mood board, place the furniture and keep the same material style within the room that I sent earlier. Oh, we have to make sure that we actually click on the create image label for it to actually work. And now we are going to go ahead and click send. So you can see that it took this room empty and then modeled it and then actually input all of the same mood, the exact same furniture right here. And oh my God, this is absolutely wonderful. I mean, this is insane. And I mean, the other thing that we can do here, which we cannot do in Nano Banana, is that we can just say, change the aspect ratio to 4:5, and it will actually change the aspect ratio completely correctly without having to do any post-production. We're gonna see it right here and then. And as you can see, then it changed the aspect ratio, which I don't think it's exactly 4:5, or maybe it is no, I don't think it's 4:5, but it still kind of got the idea that it should be vertical. What I will actually go ahead and do next is that I'm going to go ahead and open another new chat, and I will download our initial render here. I'm going to upload the initial render. I will just send it first, and I will say then I'm going to upload this just from Google that I found. So I just said a winter home in nighttime, a suburban winter home in nighttime. And basically we're gonna apply this kind of mood to this home, and we're gonna see if it will actually match because it's a completely different season. It has a completely different time of day. I will go ahead and I will click create an image, and I will say, apply the same mood in terms of color correction, season, and time of day. Keep the structure the same as it is. Do this to the previous image that I sent. And let's see what it actually creates for us here. Wow, so this is super cool. What I will say though is that it looks a bit like an illustration, so it's not as high fidelity, but I can say use photorealism, make it look like a real photograph. It looks a bit like an illustration now, and I don't like that. So this is a lot better. I think this is a lot better actually. I really like this. I mean, this is super cool. You can see how you can transfer style from a reference image to an actual render. What I'm gonna do from here is that I'm gonna try and create an elevation. So I'm gonna say, create a CAD style elevation of the side, create a CAD style elevation based on this. And we are going to go ahead and create an image, and let's just click send. Wow, this is absolutely amazing. Let me check this. So, I can see some issues, like the width of the actual chimney here. I think the roof is not completely correct. So yeah, I mean, this is not based on scale. or based on the image that much. I mean, you can see quite a bit of issues, I would say. It looks good in the first glance, but then you kind of notice all the little issues. But it's still like a cool experiment to try, because a lot of these AI tools have still a lot of work to do in order to get there. But then what we can say is make an exploded isometric view diagram based on this. And let's see what it actually creates in terms of this short prompt. So this is cool because I guess you would use it in a sort of presentation slide, and people wouldn't really, this is not so much about looking at the granular details, but more so as like a graphical representation effect. And I think this could absolutely work, and I think it's very good. One thing that you do notice is the high fidelity of the text, which you've never seen in an AI before. All of the AIs would mess up text, but this time I think this is absolutely great. So one last thing I want to try is actually getting a floor plan generation. So what I'm going to do is I will say generate a layout 3-bedroom home. What would I say? So how can I be more specific to make this more challenging? Okay, so I'm gonna say, let's say keep a clear distinction between public and private zones, and add a transition between the entrance, and add a transition between inside, outside with the foyer. All right, so let's see what we have here. Okay, so this is pretty good actually. Okay, so like in terms of function, this works a lot better than, or no, yeah, now I'm noticing all the little details, and yeah, it did kind of the transition zones, and it does have a clear pathway, and obviously the public and private areas. But I mean, in order to get to this bedroom, you have to go through this bedroom first. I mean, it definitely doesn't make any sense this here. So, but yeah, I mean, there's barely anything good that I've seen in terms of floor plan generation with AI up until now. I think we'll get there as time comes by, but in terms of graphical representation, obviously it is pretty good. But yeah, in terms of function, this one is not there. And maybe obviously you can do a lot of stuff to make better prompting and everything, but I think most people are gonna have a more generic prompt. But anyway, with that said, if you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments below. And if you actually wanna see a full AI for architecture masterclass, you can go ahead and watch the video right here.